Stop privatization!
Stop privatization!
Okay, brothers and sisters, Mark, first of all, my name is Richard Forrest. I'm the area representative for the National Association of Letter Carriers, representing the postal letter carriers, city letter carriers from Boone to Greensboro. And on behalf of the letter carriers in this area, I want to thank every one of you who's come out in solidarity with us. And we have come out also in solidarity with you, because this post office doesn't belong just to letter carriers, doesn't belong just to postal clerks. We have another former president like myself of the Greensboro letter carriers, Paul Amos there. We have the former president of the American Postal Workers Local 711, Mark Dimmenstein, a number of other officers and veterans of the union movement. We want to thank Chris Byron, the vice president from the CWA, and any other CWA communication workers that have come out today to be here with us. We do need the solidarity of all working people in this struggle. But actually, in the fight for the post office, and I said this at that Occupy meeting quite a while ago, this is an ideal issue for Occupy in Greensboro and Occupy all over the United States. Why is that? Number one, because the Postal Service belongs to you. It belongs to me. It belongs to the people of the United States of America. It's our national treasure. It doesn't cost a dime. It doesn't take a dime away from all of these record debts that Congress has rung up and that the U.S. government has rung up over these years. It doesn't contribute one bit to that debt. It's a service that's there whenever you need it. You have to pay your postage and you get that service. But in the process, what it does is it keeps communities linked. Whether it's a rural community that's out 40 miles away from the nearest real town, or whether it's a poor ghetto community in which it's one of the few positive buildings in which people can congregate and meet up together. These are the places that are being targeted for closing. But why is this such a great and just cause for the Occupy forces? Because the main danger to the public postal service of the United States is not the rotten Congress that put a $5.5 billion a year burden on the U.S. Postal Service that no other institution in the United States has. But it's the masters of the United States Congress on Wall Street. Wall Street wants the Postal Service. Why? Because it's a $75 billion a year business. And they would not have to send mail to that rural community that's 40 miles away from the nearest real town. They could cherry pick the most profitable sectors of this society and only serve those areas where they can make maximum profit. But don't even take my word for it. On October 5th of this year, the Wall Street Journal carried an article by Gary McDougall, a 34-year board of director of the United Parcel Service. He lays it all out for you. Check it out. Is there one person that wants to say something on behalf of Greensboro? John?
Yeah, I want to say, one, I don't think there's any closer friendship between the Occupy movement writ large, especially here in Greensboro, but across the nation, with our public workers and unions that may not be represented here today. I also think that You know, I was talking to Sandra, and there are really three great shrines of what the public civil sector has done in America, and that's the public libraries, the public education system, and the post office. And if we can't even protect those things when they're all trying to be taken away from us, then we will have failed. Because these are the things we cannot do without. Being able to get a letter across the country in 3 days for under $50.
2 days.
2 days. For being that costs. Where else can you do that?
Right.
So I think it's been a long time in coming, but I'm glad to see as many faces from Occupy Greensboro and as many faces from the postal workers and CWA and all the rest here. It's encouraging to me, and we can only go forward from here.
Very good. All right. And last but not least, I have to call on this person, but I also feel that she absolutely is deserving of being called upon. Sandra Koritz, co-chair of Jobs with Justice.
I'm happy to be out here with all of you today because this is what America is about. The public postal service, public education, as John said, and
Public libraries.
the public library. Those things are institutions of this country. Without those, what kind of country is this?
Yeah.
No upward mobility. That's
We
what
need
happens.
to stand up and fight for the things that are public. And if we don't do it, who will?
Nobody.
No one.
We are the 99%.
Let's
We
end on
are
that.
the 99%.
We are the 99%. We are the 99%. We are the 99%.